What's up? My name is Taylor Clow. I am from Gadsden, Alabama. This is my third year of college, but technically I'm a sophomore, and my major is physical education. This is my third and final video interview for the Behavior Change Project, so I'm going to go ahead and start answering those questions now. It says, describe the final weeks of your project. So the final weeks of my Behavior Change Project were not my best, but they were okay. I had some cravings that I caved into, but overall, I still made some progress. It said, did you accomplish your goals? So my goal for this project was to cut out sweets completely from my diet, cold turkey. I did not do that completely. I did cut out a majority of sweets from my diet, but I haven't completely. It says, describe your specific behaviors in the last couple of weeks. So the last couple of weeks were to me harder than the first couple of weeks because the substitutes, I was running out of substitutes to help with cravings and things. So it caused me to I just straight up caved and ate sweets like I wasn't supposed to. It says, what were some of the challenges? Like I said before, running out of substitutes to find to help overcompensate for the cravings and things were probably the hardest because the more I started craving was when I was really detoxing from it, which is why I was craving them, and that was probably the hardest part about it. It says, how did you work through these challenges? Some days I was good. I just stuck to the substitutes I had. I didn't think too much about sweets, and I was okay. Other days I caved in and had a sweet or some sort of sweet. It says, what have you learned about yourself from this project? Well, I did learn in the first couple of weeks that if I do put my mind to it, that I can give up sweets cold turkey for sure. So, definitely I want to keep trying. I don't want to just give up since this project's over. It says, what would you do differently if you were to do this project again? If I were to do this project again, instead of cutting sweets out cold turkey, I think I would try to maybe go about cutting it back to 5 days a week and then progressing up to maybe a full 7 days, or going at least 3 days a week and then progressing to 5 and then progressing to 7. Maybe doing more of that rather than just cutting everything out cold turkey. It says, what have you learned about your support systems? So my parents, I guess you could say, are my support system because that's who I live with, are morally supportive. Or they're good. They're there for me. As far as the environment they create, it's a great home. I don't mean like that. I mean, they love sweets worse than I do. That's where I get it. And so that wasn't always the easiest because they still would get sweets and stuff, but overall, they were good. They didn't, rub it in my face. It says, overall, how would you describe your experience? Overall, the experience was good. I was still proud of myself because even though I had sweets, I didn't cut out sweets completely. I was still proud because I still cut back. And that ultimately, I guess you could say, is, the next best thing to achieving my goal of cutting them out completely. And it says, what grade would you give yourself? I give myself a B. I give myself a B. A because I wouldn't give myself an A because I didn't accomplish the goal. But I give myself a B for effort because I definitely tried. I didn't, it took everything in me to actually cave. I didn't want to. Well, obviously I did or I wouldn't have. But I really tried my best not to. It would get to points and I would have something but I was still proud because I didn't go back to my regular amount of sweets that I eat, which is like just really just dive in and don't think about it. Don't hold back. Instead I was like, okay, craving sweets, so I'm just gonna have this. And that, to me, for myself, was a big accomplishment, is that, I've at least cut back from my regular amount. So, overall, I'm proud of my progress, and I really do hope to continue, even though this project's over for me. So, it's a fun 6 weeks, and now I'm going to try to cut out eating sweets, but I'm not going to feel as bad if I eat some chocolate.